Welcome to Stukent Expert Sessions. The presentation will begin shortly.
Hi, my name is Michael Lamb, and I'm the president and co-founder of NativeMSg. And today we are going to talk about the evolution of text messaging, which is called RCS Business Messaging. So currently right now, there is a massive historical shift that is happening, which is not unlike what happened when desktop apps came around, web apps, mobile apps, as you can see. But now what's happening is the text messaging app on mobile devices is now getting to a point where it's going to be able to support applications directly inside of the text messaging app. And that is important because mobile apps lose 77% of their daily active users within the first 3 days after install. And 85% of our time is spent in 5 different apps. And one of those apps is always a messaging app. So if you can take the functionality that you would traditionally think of being used inside of a mobile application and move it into the text messaging app, there is a huge potential for more engagement. It's just a lot more effective. And then here's some examples. This is an SMS message, which we're all familiar with and used to, just basic text. Then you have MMS, where that's basically adding in an image, and then you have the text. And now, as I mentioned, you have RCS. And here is a picture of RCS. So what does RCS stand for? RCS stands for Rich Communication Services, and it is a business messaging protocol that allows businesses to now create more interactive app-like experiences directly inside of the text messaging app on a device. So a lot of the power is coming from, as I mentioned, the effectiveness of text messaging. We all know we read our text messages all of the time, and the SMS, MMS text messaging protocols haven't changed in 30 years. So that's really what RCS is doing. And as you can see here, it's bringing together kind of all of the good stuff from everywhere and putting it into a format and in an application where consumers can now directly interact with businesses inside of the text messaging app on their phone in a very conversational style format. Also, this is newsworthy that this year, 2022, RCS is really starting to take off because every new Android device will support RCS, and then the numbers down here show you. So this market at this point in time is still continuing to grow, but over the next 9 to 12 months, it's really going to take off here in the United States with a lot more devices being able to support RCS. So here is a side-by-side comparison of what a text message looks like and what an RCS business message looks like. And as you can see, the benefits are numerous, where now you have branding, you have the ability to see what a link preview, there's more metrics. So in the world of text messaging, from a tracking standpoint, the only way to track the effectiveness of a text messaging campaign is if someone clicks on a link or clicks on a phone number or actually walks into your business and shows you the phone, right? There's really no visibility into the channel. And that is the other thing that RCS is doing, is it's opening up this channel to provide more visibility. And you can think about it like you're bringing Google Analytics into the text messaging channel. So now I know when they opened it, I know how much time they spent, I know what they clicked on, I know what link they clicked on, I know what number they called, and all of that is now available inside of the RCS protocol. So one of the other items to mention is, as this market is beginning to take off, there is a percentage of supported and unsupported devices. At this point, the market penetration is about 10%. So let's say there's 300 million mobile devices in the US. The breakdown is 50% Apple, 50% Android in the United States. Android has 85% market share across the globe. So there are certain Android devices that don't support RCS yet, and there are Apple devices that don't support RCS yet. And there are different ways to manage that by using what is called an emulator, where you can basically take the RCS experience and then mimic it in another channel so that whether a device supports it or doesn't, there are ways to deliver the same type of experience to both devices. And then I'm going to skip over that. So from an effectiveness standpoint, RCS is really driving real results, as you can see, 10 times higher, click 140%. All of these different things are important because as you are bringing the rich media and bringing the carousels into the different text messaging experiences, businesses are going to see a lot more uptake on the effectiveness of these. The numbers, obviously, as you can see here, as you go through and learn more about RCS, you'll begin to understand that the real power of text messaging is, not in the technology, but in the interface. And by creating these conversational style interfaces, you really have the ability to increase the effectiveness of your messaging campaigns. So the benefits, again, increased engagement, higher conversions, tons of data. It's right in the text messaging app on a phone, so people don't have to learn anything new. They don't have to download new apps. And it's really part of the carrier's kind of future vision for keeping the text messaging app very relevant. And they know that there are other OTT over-the-top apps that people are using a lot, and they want to bring that functionality back into the text messaging app so that people stay there. And that's really what the carriers are trying to do from that standpoint, but also provide businesses with new tools to communicate with people inside of these channels. The regulations and the rules and all of that around text messaging still apply for RCS, so it is opt-in, it is permission-based, all of those different things. But as you can imagine, the effectiveness of it is much greater.
I want to walk you through an RCS messaging experience. What you're looking at currently is the text messaging app on a mobile device. And as you can see, there are some messages in here that look familiar, and then there are some that look brand new, like City Attire at the top. And if I click on that message, now I am taken into a brand new messaging experience that has never been available before on a mobile device, where I have the ability to choose from different options, and in that process, go through a customer journey that allows me to look at different shirts and then choose a shirt that I'm interested in, pick a size, then I'm going to select a color, and this then takes me to a point where it's asking me how many I need. I need one. And now I can confirm this order, or I can start over. And I think the one thing that's very important here is that during this entire process, I never typed anything into the messaging app to get to this point. And that is the power of RCS messaging.
As you saw in that RCS experience, the benefits are numerous, but some of the important ones to point out are businesses are going to get more engagement. They're going to be able to increase their conversions, whatever their goal is, whether they're trying to capture an email address or get someone to opt in, sell a product, sign up for an event, whatever the different goal might be, the conversions are certainly going to increase. And in the process, you are capturing tons of data because now you know how people are interacting in the channel. You know what they're touching, you know what they're interacting with. what choices they're making. You're getting insights into really the mind of this consumer so that you can better understand them, which ultimately helps the business be able to provide relevant marketing, relevant promotions, all of those different things, even from a personalized perspective. It's in the text messaging app, which is huge. And then the visibility, which we talked about. Then really you can think about it like you're taking, you're embedding a Google Analytics into the text messaging app on your device.